your relationship with Italy?
So I just started to develop my relationship with Italy. I came to Italy for the first time last year. I went to Firenze, Roma, Venezia, and Tuscany. And yeah, I am falling in love with, I think, with this culture. And what I love most, I think, about Italian culture is it's so familial. The sense of community that's here is so strong. In every city that I've visited and seen, from all of those cities to Sardinia, like that there is just an unspoken love between everyone, regardless if you're a stranger or if you're family or if you're friends. And that's something that I really wish we saw more of in the States. So yeah, I hope to increase or grow my relationship to Italy and come here much more often.
In Italy, you has become very popular as a
Mm.
tourist. What has your character left you with?
Oh, Marienne has left me with so much. What it means to return to self, and to always remember to return to self. Marianne makes I think, a very strong argument, and has said it and has lived it, of what it means that we all lose ourselves at some point in life, and I think that we have to lose ourselves to find what our true sort of center is. And so she has given me the gift of making sure that I remind myself of that at any point, to continually fall in love with myself, and to put that little voice in the back of my head first, and to listen to it when it's trying to guide me. And I think that she has also taught me to basically never back down, despite the odds that life can throw against you. That is never too late to start over. Yeah, there's so much I can say about that, but those I think are two of the main things.
The final plot twist was incredible. Do you think this sentence was fair?
Yeah, absolutely. He deserves to rot in the cage like he tried to make so many of us do. Like, what do you mean? Of course. I think that because people are always like, no, kill him. And I'm like, no, that's too easy of an escape, right? Like, no, he should rot in a cage. Absolutely.
At a time when femicides are so frequent, how important is it for series to give young people the tools to recognize a toxic relationship?
I think it's the most important. I think I have always said or always felt, and this is something that I carry with me in my work, that Hollywood and from filmmaking to series has an incredible responsibility to reflect the world back at itself, to teach us, to tell us, to remind us where we've been, to let us know where we should go. So to me, I think it's so important and no matter if you're making something that is fun and sort of silly and, you know, a comedy piece very much so, especially with drama, that young people, I think today more than ever, get taught by the internet, get taught by TV and film, and so you're handling very precious minds. In that way, particularly when it comes to like healthy relationships and especially, say, at home they didn't have an example of that, whether from their parents or their family members. Even more so, do you need to take the responsibility to go, this is what can happen and this is what should not be. I think too, particularly with you, I know Penn really made some statements to try to, when people were like, oh, we love Joe, like women were like, we love Joe, he can stalk me any day, and he would really try to drive home in interviews like, no, we are showing that Joe is not the guy, so to pay attention, to be aware, to not fall in love with false promises, to know one's worth as a woman, and I think too for young men, to teach them that yes, it is, of course, fall in love with the girl, but treat her with respect, treat her with love. Women should do the same for their men, of treat them with love, treat them with respect. There is not one without the other. Men and women, we need each other to create the world. We both have very, very powerful strengths, and those are to be celebrated.
As a young woman, you struggle with anxiety. Was acting therapeutic for you, and how important was the 100 in that journey?
You said was acting therapeutic for me, and was the 100 a big part of that journey? Yes. So yeah, I deal with anxiety, really bad anxiety, all the time. And yeah, no, acting I think has been incredibly therapeutic for me. It's given me I think through my characters, very much I give them their own lives and their own story, but I think that I'm able to work out some emotions and feelings through them, which is and explore things that I may not have been able to tap into otherwise. And the 100 actually, because it was my first thing, it was the first sort of go at that sort of therapeutic process. It was a huge part of it, and figuring out how to, I think, where to release certain things of myself and where to hold them for other things, if that makes sense. So yeah.
Were you hurt by the controversies around intergalactic practice?
Yeah, I was, to be honest. It's sad to see that, video games, I think even more than TV and film, you have so much more world to play with the imagination, and we can demonstrate what the world can be in ways and worlds that we would never dream of. And so to know that there was so much hatred, and so much backlash, it was hurtful. But at the same time, it was empowering for me to be able to go, okay, well, this is where the world's at. And I think in order to change the world, you have to meet it where it's at. And two, to go 10 times harder than what it is that I'm doing. I don't, like I said, Marienne taught me how to not back down for anyone, in anything. So in that way, yeah, no, I took the hurt, I swallowed it, and I turned it into fire. So yeah, and I feel like those same people that were hating are gonna play that game, and guess what? They're gonna love it. So they can be mad. Yeah.
Last question. Can you tell us about The Last of Us, one of the most ambitious series around? You return in the series?
Yes. You said, wait, sorry. You said, do I return in the next season?
Yes.
We will see. I am not allowed to talk about it, but it was an incredible thing to do. I played the games myself, so it was really cool to be able to bring Nora to life and to see that world come to life. I was a big fan of the show before getting on it. It's such an intense show to work on and be on too. Just the concepts it deals with as far as the moral question of humans, of what is right, what is wrong, what do we have at the end of the world, what matters, and is revenge really worth it? What does it win anybody? I like dealing with hard questions, and I think that show really tackles them in a really smart way. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.